Hello and greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are listening to me. You're on to Augustine, and I'm here to give us a broadcast. And today, the title of my broadcast is Welcoming E-Naira to Our Economy. Welcoming E-Naira to our Nigerian economy. Also, welcoming digital enslavement into our Nigerian economy. If you're tuning into my broadcast for the first time, I would appreciate it if you can give a thumbs up to my broadcast if my content actually is making good sense to you. That is one. And then, secondly, click on the notification bell if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel. Now, in my broadcast for today, I'm going to just say a few things, and it may not have to pertain in details about the Kringle Society. But then it's a broadcast, and a broadcast has to do with educating people about the truth. Well, I am not going to be very regular in doing broadcasts because there is a whole lot of things now to attend to. Trying to grow the community is a major thing, and I think that's the primary concern of our Kringle Private Society, to grow our Kringle Private Society to the point where everybody gets to know about it and hears it as an alternative to the current financial system, because it will. When the current system goes away and then switches into a digital system, there is already an existing digital economy which is private and is building to stand firm before every other system begins to dissolve into a digital economy. And whatever thing that we see going on in Nigeria is also happening across the whole of Africa. I believe some other countries like South Africa are also working on that same narrative. The likes of China are already there. United States are working on it. So between now and 2022 will be very exciting times, and people will know a whole lot about our economy on a digital scale, no more on an analog scale that we've always known it to be. All right, so I'm going to share my screen, and then when I share my screen, I will show us some things. And it's going to be a video, but then in between the video, I'll make some explanations. My concern is on welcoming digital enslavement to our economy. Bad enough, the economy is on an analog scale and is this difficult. Now, how much more will it look like when we go digital and then there is no more paper money? A whole lot is going to happen. And I believe this introduction will throw some light on it. On that said, let me share my screen. All right, I think my screen now being shared. So the first thing I'm going to do is play this video. And then from there, we move over to the next content and then we summarize.
October 1st is Independence Day in Nigeria.
Hold on. I want to be sure that it's being played. Okay, I'll look for an alternative way of doing this because I want everyone to see what's going on. Okay, I think it will be better off now.
Independence Day in Nigeria, and also a big day in tech. Welcome to the era of central bank digital currency, CBDC. The digital version of Naira, E-Naira, is launching in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Kano by the CBN. And this is coming after the crypto and Twitter ban. So what does this mean for you? Well, for starters, it means that you will be able to receive and spend the E-Naira. But how? Well, like any digital currency, you will need an electronic wallet to receive, hold, and spend it securely, which is basically an app you would download on your phone. For the pilot program, Project Giant, the name CBN is calling it, the banks will handle the process, probably with a selected group of tech-savvy early adopter customers. An invitation code will be sent to you from your bank. That's if you're selected. You will be directed to either a website or an app store if you're on iPhone or iPad, or to a Play Store if you're on Android to download the wallet app. Once your app is downloaded, enter the invitation code. If valid, you will proceed to register. Set password, BVN, email, phone, get verified, and your E-Naira wallet is created. Simple. Okay, now you have a wallet. What next? Top up, of course. How do you fund it? You can receive E-Naira from another E-Naira holder from their wallet, or you can transfer from your bank account to your E-Naira wallet. Naira for E-Naira. That is, credit your wallet from your bank app. The bank.
Now, before we continue, the question then I'll ask is, does this look like Kringle Private Society that doesn't associate itself with the coin market cap, but can interact with individuals in the Kringle space, in the Kringle private space? Now you can decide to change your currency to Bitcoin in the Kringle private society space, or you can change it to USD Theta, or you can change it to which other coin? Ethereum, and then you can transfer, provided it's in the Kringle space. Now, in the Kringle Private Society, we don't associate with the coin market cap on the public domain. However, we are able to interact with all those currencies in our Kringle Society. So it is quite similar if you would ask me. But let's keep watching to hear what this person has to say.
That invited you, or a different bank. All that is possible. For example, if Zenith Bank sent you an invite to set up your E-Naira wallet, you can use your Zenith Bank account app to transfer some Naira to your E-Naira wallet. Or you can use your ZTB Bank app to transfer to your E-Naira wallet with Zenith Bank. Either way, you get your E-Naira. How do you spend it? You can spend your E-Naira through wallet-to-wallet transfer or wallet-to-bank account within the same bank or outside with another bank, in which case you will enter a bank account, then initiate a transfer. But E-Naira to cash withdrawals are not allowed. No. You can't just go to the ATM and start withdrawing cash from your E-Naira wallet.
Does it make sense to you? They are wiping out cash, and it's happening globally. It's not just in Nigeria, it's happening globally. And between now and the end of 2022, there is going to be a total wipeout of cash. Remember, I have not yet said anything about enslavement, digital enslavement. Let's keep watching. I would move into that next.
It's the digital economy, hence cashless. On the other hand, you can convert your cash to E-Naira. Take it to a registered agent or your bank branch and they will credit your E-Naira wallet with them.
Did you get that? You can convert your cash to E-Naira, but you can't convert your E-Naira to cash. It's a digital economy. Is it the same thing with what we are doing in the Kringle Society? I think yes. The Kringle Society saw ahead of what reality is, what reality will be, and went ahead of time to place itself there. I think that's good news for those of us who saw this initiative and are buying into this initiative. Keep doing what you're doing. Your time for your reaping will soon come.
Amount you deposited. Expect a barrage of campaigns and ads in the time running up to October 1st. Individuals, merchants, businesses, government institutions will be onboarded to the E-Naira platform to test run and possibly give feedback to strengthen the system before the next stage of rollout. So, E-Naira is here to usher in a new digital era to facilitate payments. Person to person, person to business, person to government. Talking about government, expect that all your payments between you and the government will be through the E-Naira in stages henceforth. I'm talking about salary payments for government workers, taxes, insurance, passport, driver's license, registrations and renewals, utility bills, and all other transactions that involve you and the government, and service providers. Exciting times ahead. I personally think that the E-Naira digital currency is much more than money and payment. It's going to be a platform where other businesses will thrive on, especially in the fintech industry. If you look at the underlying technology powering the whole process, it's going to be much easier to access funds, make payments, and more importantly, control the financial sector, especially when it comes to foreign exchange. You will be seeing a lot of products coming out based on the E-Naira, very innovative products, I'm saying. Digital goods, e-commerce, imports and exports, financial derivatives, and all kinds of innovations can be built on this system. Okay now, I know what you're thinking. Is this any different from cryptocurrency? Central bank digital currency CBDC has some similarities as well as differences from cryptocurrency, but you won't see most of that from the name. They are similar in the underlying technology. Both are digital and based on the blockchain, a highly secure database in which all transactions are stored. The main difference, though, is that CBDCs are permissioned by a central authority and issued into existence, while cryptocurrencies are permissionless, meaning they are public, and mined into existence, meaning they are created cryptographically. That's just it. Any other explanation is just icing on the cake. Both currencies are networks of platforms where digital assets like money, currencies, can be exchanged securely, on top of which other derivative assets can be built. Now, I say securely because of the blockchain, a ledger protected by cryptography. All other benefits are cherry on the pie, like fast transactions and cheaper processing. So, what do you think about the E-Naira? Let me know in the comments. It's your public tech advisor. Thank you for watching. Until the next one. Cheers.
Well, I don't know. What are your thoughts about it? And if you would ask me, a whole lot is coming. And there is also something I'm supposed to share. Now, let me quickly go back to sharing my screen and then showing you something. Now, what is this I want to show you? It's actually a newspaper of yesterday, and it's reflected in several of them. It's reflected in Punch newspaper, it's reflected in the Sun and all that. But this is Daily Independence, and the content we are seeing here, it's the front page, and it says condemnation trials condemnation trials Buhari's request to borrow. Buhari is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you know, and he hails from the northern realm of Nigeria. He is asking the House of Assembly to grant him the opportunity to borrow $4 billion, which is similar to 710 million euros. Now, in an economy that wants to go cashless, and compared to our coin market cap systems are systems that are permissionless. One, secondly, they are mined into existence by a certain kind of activities. That's that. Now, on the realm of our own cryptocurrency, which is TBC community, our community coins already have 1 billion in the admin wallet, which is being distributed to the people. And it is not done by you paying for it. You are paying for the technology to keep the system running, similar to commercial banks. They do have agreements with the central banks, and then they are stocked up with a certain amount of money to provide liquidity for their citizens. That's what you are on a billionaire scale. It depends on what kind of bank you want to take part in. You want to be a major bank, a minor bank, or a medium bank. It's up to you, because in the TBC space, there will be major billionaires, there will be medium scaled billionaires, and there will also be microfinance banks, as the case may be. But now, coming back to this content, a country that does not have salary, doesn't have innovation, doesn't have skill, doesn't have any way of empowering their individuals, their citizens, their youths, all they do is they live on bad enough. Nigeria is a third world country that doesn't produce anything, but has so much natural resources. Even as bad as it is, they don't even produce crude oil. Instead, they take crude oil over there and then refine it, and then still it is sold back to us at an exorbitant price, and it is the government that subsidizes it. To tell you how dilapidated the system is, it is this kind of system. And in this central bank's digital currency, are you also aware that they are going to program it in such a way that they don't need to ask permission from you before they start collecting taxes from you? It's all automated. Now, we are all conversant with the fact that inflation is on the rise, but they will pay you in a digital form. You won't be able to have access to cash. As a matter of fact, they will blow cash into blow cash out of oblivion, blow cash into oblivion. Sorry, they would make cash unattainable, they'll make cash inaccessible. Very soon, the central banks, the bank system will begin to sanction people who are holding cash. I give it 1 year, highest 1 year from now. And then when that happens, you will be having your central bank's digital currency and they'll begin to tax you, just like the way the banks are taxing you. Any activity you go about, they are increasing the taxes from maybe 20 naira now, it's 100 naira. Very soon, it would increase from 100 to 200. And there is nothing you can do about it. Now, that's the system we call the system based on debts, based on enslavement, based on imprisonment. That's what we call it. Now, this is what they are bringing in, and they are making it commercial. If you are a Nigerian and you think you want to thrive on this system, well, you are welcome to try. But I give you another 1 year from now. I want you to know that by the day they'll continue to extort you till you will have nothing. Remember what the administration said. They are going for 100% taxation. At some point, people will choose that you would choose between working with the fiat-based system, which is now digital, and is also based on the same principle, the underlying principles of scarcity and thefts. I'll call it stealing from the citizens because there should be no reasons why that should be. Look at the way things are going wrong in our system. In fact, I wouldn't want to emphasize on all that. Let's leave that aside. But listen, I'm actually here to give a broadcast to you. If you are not yet a member in our community, do well to be a member. I would advise do well to be a member because we are asking you to come into a world of abundance. You are not doing us a favor. Instead, it's the other way around. But you will have to ultimately decide on whether to work with us now or work with us at the long run. But for every time that passes by, distributions are going out, and the tendency of becoming a billionaire with high influence will continue to go down. I hope you will decide, and I hope you will make the right choice. All right, I have nothing else to say. By October 1st, you will begin to see all these things happen. Remember the advertisement that said there will be a whole lot of advertisements going out on the mainstream media, educating and telling you to come into the world of slavery. They want to now enslave you from every nooks and crannies. I hope you don't fall for their crap. I hope you understand that what they have to do is all masterminded by the elites so that they can help in actualizing their new world order. Well, I will stop here. I don't have any other thing to say. I hope we make the right choice. So some people are actually on my network and they are watching my broadcast. Like I said, serious times are coming and it's no more necessary that we keep making broadcasts every day. I think we should go out there and then make things happen. There are two things before us now. First one is our assembly. And we had a broadcast, a meeting, mass adoption meeting yesterday. The administration told us, using Bederick as a sample or as an example, we talked about the Roberts rule of how we deliberate on things. So I believe that Nigeria are aware, and then we have also taken that initiative. I do not know what has been happening behind the scene, but I think the support were working. But at this point, since Bederick has his 30, then I should believe that before the end of this week, we just have today and tomorrow. We should also work on ours and then get it ready. And following that, we'll start working on projects. A lot of people are working on their projects. I'm working on my projects and I'm also working on my teams. At some point when the assembly meets, they will deliberate on which one they will need to put forward. There will be a first, there will be a second, there will be a third, and there should be so many proposals so that we would overburden the life force with so much proposals. And there is no guarantee that all will be approved all at once. Some will, some won't. So it's all about taking time to work and getting something worthwhile. Well, over time, those who knows their onus and knows what to do and what not to do, or knows how to make a proposal approved or ratified at the Hall of Records, will become consultants, and people will come to them because they've made projects and it has gone through. They would also do advertisements or broadcast telling the public in the Kringle Society that they did proposals and it scaled through. So a whole lot is going to happen. If you are in this Kringle Society and you are not forward thinking, you are not creative, you are going to fall off. It's not all about the money. It's about how creative you are in your mind, how positive you are in your mind and how intelligent you are in associating and building teams. You know, so it doesn't all have to do with broadcasting. There are other things that are there which are of weightier matters, which people have to go out to do. If you are willing to also make this a reality, then go out and also make it a reality. But if you are among those that are folding your hand, hoping for manna to come down from heaven, that was during the time of old. This is a dispensation of now, not of then. I hope we do our own part. But remember, if you are working with the digital Naira economy, beware that by the day you are entering into a world of enslavement. And at some point, you have no other choice than to bend to the rules of the New World Order. I hope you see the TBC community as an alternative, because we will actually be the alternative. By the day, it will happen in Sweden, it will happen in France, it will happen in South Africa, it will happen in other countries. And as these things are unfolding, people will see that the truth has come. And if human beings doesn't embrace that truth, well, they will have themselves to blame. All right, that said, I'll be coming your way again any other time. It's no more tomorrow like I used to do. There are now weightier matters, and I have to address it so that we can get to 1,000. 1,000 people to be able to set up food subsidy and a whole lot of other things. I wish us well for those of us who will listen in the course of time. Remember to like my broadcast if you haven't yet liked my broadcast. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel. Till I come your way again. Cheers and God bless you. Bye for now.